Hey everybody, we're coming to you with a match of Dune Imperium Digital, Rise of Ix and Immortality. I believe it's go to 11. I'm hopping in on Diz's stream right now. So we're playing in a game with Sanglutin, Friachi, myself, and Diz. I'm going to be player 2 this game. Here are the leaders: Memnon, Lido, Ariana, Hundro, Yuna, and Elisa Ikaz. Here are the cards available: Long Reach, Dissecting Kit, Organ Merchants, Treachery, and Blank Slate, and in the Tleilaxu row, Chair Dog and Industrial Espionage. The techs: Shuttle Fleet, Sonic Snoopers, and Training Drones. Okay, well, we'll see what's available here. I haven't tried Elisa yet, I think, in Immortality, which, you know, I'm curious to try her out because her one step ahead ability becomes much better when you have graft available, because it just makes it much easier to satisfy the condition of sending that agent somewhere when you can send it with a different card. You have more options about where the card that you chose can go if you have graft. Okay, it's me. You know who I haven't picked yet in Immortality is Hundro. So let's try Hundro out here. And in we go. Okay, do I want a Water Peddlers Union or Master Tactician? I think I'm going to take this. Because this could get me to a research station, which could be like a kind of a crucial mode or a crucial thing to do in terms of getting me an early card out of here. Like, for example, this Chair Dog. Although I don't actually have a card that can get me to research station, so that's not going to work this time, but maybe next time. I would love to get this Long Reach. How can I do that? Well, I could hog a basin and then selective breeding. I could try that. That takes my water though, so that kind of ruins my chances of Chair Dog, which I really want, but I'd really like to get this Long Reach. Is that even going to work though? I'd go down to 3 persuasion. Then I'd still be at 3. I'd have to draw 3 persuasion. It's not exactly likely that that's going to work. Maybe I shouldn't get too caught up in that. Maybe I should just hit fold space. Yeah. I'll just go ahead and hit fold space. Now, I'm not going to be able to get there again next round, but, you know, that's how it goes. It would be good to get in here for some Solari. You know, even a Hardy Warriors actually would be pretty good for me because I already have the fold space. So that would be great. Let's see if Diz decides to do it. The thing is, even if I do Hardy Warriors, Friachi could still beat me by going to... Yeah, I don't know if I can actually win. It would be great, but, you know, Friachi going to Carthag would beat me. Has already played the Reconnaissance. The second agent... Could it be the ring? It would have to be the ring to get there. It's probably the ring. I'm not gonna risk the Hardy Warriors play. I'm just worried about getting wrecked if I do that. So I'm just gonna put in 2 troops here and see what I can get. Oh, just a reveal. Damn, okay. Okay. Oh, shit. That's absolutely brutal. That is absolutely brutal. This is what I wanted, right? But this card is crazy. Because playing that card is it's 2 different influence. It's a machinations. But you know, you have to have another Bene Gesserit card or graft it. Well, you can graft it with this, and then you can get it back and get an intrigue card. Good God. Okay, and Sangluten hits Hardy Warriors, so it's going to be just 2 Solari for me here. Really, really rough. Do I want this? This is not terrible. This might... You know what? Let's try it. Let's try Organ Merchants here. I don't think it's necessarily top tier, but I'm going to give it a shot. And I think maybe that means I keep my specimens to feed to it. So I'm going to skip the industrial espionage here. And maybe end up taking this thing instead next round. So, yeah, man, that Hardy Warriors would have worked, which would have been a big help in this game. Oh boy, a Twisted Mentat. So Sangluten has a Master Tactician here. I know that because I am Hundro. And that's what my intelligence tells me. So unfortunately, I can't boost that this round. All right, well, it's going to be a Haga Basin with the... I guess it doesn't have to be the ring. I guess I want to send the experimentation there. Is that right? That seems right. Okay, so that other thing got taken. We'll see what this guy ends up doing. Who knows? Who knows what the story is with the Organ Merchants. I could have spent this to get 1 extra spice here, but I feel like it wasn't super worth it. Even though, I mean, maybe it was, because that could have set me up for a Conspire. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of having this secret 2 water, though. Maybe I can get this. I mean, I guess I could get this also, potentially. If I really want to just load up on spice for some reason. I mean, actually, loading up on Spice could get me a shuttle fleet. We'll see if Diz wants to do this. Yeah, this is interesting me. So we'll see if Diz wants to go for it. If not, I think I'll do it. And then, yeah, let me do it. And then we'll go for a shuttle fleet. That seems fun. Although, Conspire might still be better, but, we're doing it. Oh yeah, I gotta do this. Maybe it's worth putting this guy in the deck here. Just because I am planning to go to one of these two spots. And maybe I even go for a Dreadnought when the time comes and just buy the shuttle fleet outright. Get a Dreadnought rolling early here with a Hundro game. And this would be a good card to send to do that because it draws me a card. I mean, I do still have a lot of green things to do. Swordmaster, High Council seat, Dreadnought, Tech Negotiation, Mentat. Maybe it is worth picking up early here. I don't know. So Diz grabs Swordmaster, and it's time for me to reveal. Trying to decide if I want to spend. I think it is worth taking this. The blank slate, I don't have graft cards, so no there. I think I'm gonna pass on that. It's interesting, but it's not interesting enough for me right now. Okay, so is Diz going to get into this conflict here? Probably. With the final agent, pretty weak deployment here, has 3 troops in the garrison. I would expect that he's going to go to Arrakeen. I don't know if he wants to draw. But this would be good to win, so... I mean, he already has Swordmaster, so it's not, like, super critical. Still Suits. I mean, Still Suits could also do it if he has any swords in hand. Which I don't think he does. So, just going for the second place there. Yeah, okay. I think I take the water over the intrigue card here. I think the water is like maybe more valuable with Ix than without it because of the way Research Station works. It's kind of interesting. Like Research Station only drawing 2 cards can be worse. But that research can be really, really valuable. All right, so I'm going to be sending a dagger. I think I'll go for the Dreadnought. I think I like that idea. Dreadnought and shuttle fleet. Friachi here is ready for Swordmaster, so Elisa gonna get her Swordmaster here. I might never get one. We'll see. But, I mean, I might get some Solari out of here. I might get some Solari out of this guy. We'll see if I ever, you know, if I'm ever happy about that. At the moment, it looks like I might be able to pick this thing up. But I'm going to be last to reveal. And I don't know what everyone else's status is on their, you know, their specimen generation. I mean, Diz could hit research here and get an extra one, and then he just has to have an experimentation, and then he'll be able to get this. Although, with 3 agents, he'd have to early reveal to beat me to it. So that's something. You know, there's all kinds of things I want to do here. All right, Sanglutin gets the first bump on the Tleilaxu track. And is doing some interstellar shipping. I think this is the 2nd round in a row now. He's still the only one who has it unlocked. He's gonna get Swordmaster next round. I think I'll go early Dreadnought here. Just for fun. I haven't had an early Dreadnought game in a while, so let's go for it. I could use the fold space if I just want to draw something, but that doesn't seem great. So let's do this. It's still there, right? Yeah. All right, so let's do these two. And we'll see what's there. If I can somehow get Imperial Basin. Then that would be great. Oh, this fucking thing. That's so crazy, man. That is so crazy, man. We'll give him the applause for that. I mean, what can you do? This thing with the chair dog is just an absolute menace. So play it, get 2 influence of your choice, then also get the card back in your hand to reveal because of the chair dog, and get yourself a persuasion and an intrigue card. That's going to be, you know, that's going to be tough to deal with. That's going to be very tough to deal with. Oh. So, do I play the experimentation or do I play the fold space? That's going to be the question for me. Well, either way, I can get my Dreadnought in for maybe a couple of Solari. You know, assuming I either go Fold Space or Imperial Basin. I don't really want to do Haga Basin. There's a memo quarters up there now. Imperial Basin gets taken. I don't really want to draw a card either. That's the problem with the fold space. I mean, this would be fine, but nothing else is really great. Do I spend my water on just a couple of spice? I mean, maybe that's fine. I could, of course, go to one of these places and put in a couple of troops. But, let me just do this. We'll get some more spice in the pocket. I'm going to take this because I want to try to get that Twisted Mentat. Okay, so everything got blasted with atomics. That's the first use of atomics yet. I've got one persuasion. I mean, there's an assassination mission, but I don't think I really want it. I'm going to be fed Solari every round from the shuttle fleet. We'll see if I end up with this Solari. I'll have 4 strength. Reinforcements coming in from Elisa going for the victory here. This could be a quick game with the power of Elisa Ix here. In Immortality with long reach and chair dog. Whoa, sorry about that. I'm not going to blow things up until I have persuasion that's going to let me actually maybe get something. The memo quarters, I think Elisa is going to try to get the memo quarters. All right. Diz goes to tech negotiation and takes the memo quarters. Okay. Not a big shock that the memo quarters is gone. The new tech is wind traps. All right, well, I'll take the Twisted Mentat. And that's it. We'll see how that works out. So the Twisted Mentat is kind of like the Kwisatz Haderach of the Tleilaxu row. It's going to give you an extra agent, but it's a little bit different because, first of all, it's not as good as Kwisatz Haderach because it doesn't take you to any space on the board. It just lets you recall the agent that you just sent. Which also means that space is going to be open for somebody else to go to. So, you know, it's an extra agent, but it's recall your agent. Diz gets a treachery. This card is great, man. 3 persuasion on reveal is a big part of the reason why, but if you play it, you get to do Hundro's intelligence. Look at the top 2 cards of the intrigue deck. Keep one, put one back. It's very cool. All right, Diz also gets subject X137. Oh, now we've got the usurp. So, I mean, the other thing that the Twisted Mentat can do is, like, you can just get extra, you know, specimens on reveal with it. So that's another option. All right, looks like I'm going to get the 2 Solari here, which is good. So that helps kind of pay me back for that Dreadnought. So I'm going to have 5 Solari this round. Sanglutin, though, is going to get Swordmaster, so I might go for High Council. I don't know about this guy. I don't know about that guy. I'm not going to have a specimen at that point. Okay, goes for the Swordmaster immediately. Doesn't want to risk maybe Friachi having an intrigue card to get to 8. Okay, so I can Signet Ring to smuggling and go up down if I want to. Selective breeding is also tempting here while I have things to trash. There's even a temptation to go pick up like the training drones. There's a lot of different things I'm considering here. Up down here, I mean, we get me a couple of troops. Influence-wise, I could also Mentat. Oh, man. That's what I did. That's what I did. So, with this persuasion, I mean, I could think about nuking the row. There's good stuff there, though. I mean, like I said, I like this. I like this. You know, I would like, you know, Chome Directorship or Kwisatz Haderach or Jessica better. But I don't know. Maybe I should just kind of... There's good stuff there. Maybe I should just take good stuff. Signet Ring to smuggling would get me 8 Solari for next round. So I think I might do that, and I'll miss the diplomacy. This guy... this guy is... whatever. I think that's the play, because I do think I want to get Swordmaster, and this is my chance to do it. My Dreadnought's not going to get into the conflict here, unfortunately. That's not great, but that's how it is. I think I'll take it with Bene Gesserit here. So I'm going to have 8 because the shuttle fleet's going to feed me 2 Solari at the start of next round. And there's a pretty good chance. I haven't trashed anything yet, so I've got various green cards here. The Organ Merchants... this thing again. This time he's getting a boo. We're booing it this time. We cheered the first time, okay? Friachi, you got your cheers, but now we're booing it. This is just too much. No one man should have all that power. Oh man, I mean it's one of the fun things about Immortality though is occasionally getting those kind of like crazy combos like that. I mean even worse than Chair Dog plus that is Gola plus Long Reach. I've had that in a game in person actually 2 different times, and I've only played Immortality in person like maybe 8 times, but 2 of those games I got Gola plus Long Reach, and it's just like, what are you supposed to do with that? It's basically Chom directorship every time. Even better though, because you can, if you want to, you can take 1 of each, but you could also take, you can double up. You can take 2 on one and 2 on another. It's like 2 power plays at the same time, which is absolutely crazy. Okay. Well, we reveal, and do I want Thufir or do I want to try out this Imperium ceremony? Let's try this thing out. Goes to Emperor and Guild. I don't know. The card draw on Thufir, and it also gets me to Bene Gesserit. Helps me get to this Twisted Mentat more. You know what? As much as I'm interested in this card, I'm gonna go Thufir instead. Maybe we get it in the shadows. No. Okay. I'm gonna skip the liaisons for the moment. Like, I think this card is super cool, and I do want to play with it, and it's like thematic as Hundro as well. And the 3 Solari is mega, but I'm just a little bit more interested in the flexibility provided by Thufir right now. So Friachi going to win this conflict, as well as everything else. Current score: Friachi with 5, Sanglutin with 4, Diz with 3, me, Bludgeon, with 3. If we take a look at the research track here, Diz has been racing along. Look at this, all the way over here. Diz is just like whoop, gone crazy with this. Already taken influence. I guess that's how he got shipping unlocked. Looking to be the first one here. So gets the spice there as well. Reveals a treachery, so gonna get some nice value out of that. Notice I'm really not tracking what cards people have here. It's obviously it's a very helpful thing to do, but with all the new stuff in Immortality right now and all the cards being picked up left and right, it's just not something I'm really too worried about. Or let's say willing to do. I just don't feel like I have the bandwidth to try to keep track of, like, you know, what's in everybody's deck and, you know, are they drawing it or whatever. Who knows? Maybe that 1 Solari from the Organ Merchants lets me get a Mentat or a Dreadnought or something at some important time. tons of resources there on Elisa. Okay, there's my Twisted Mentat. So I actually don't want to use it with the Signet Ring to Swordmaster here, because that would allow Friachi to also get there, which I don't really want to allow. So that's going to have to get used with the Diplomacy, I guess. The problem is I don't have enough cards to actually play. I really need to draw cards. Maybe this ends up just getting revealed this turn. Huh. Shipping also there. I could up, down with this. Get Spice, maybe get to Selected Breeding, maybe do more stuff, but I need to get Swordmaster right now. So... yeah, this is just going to have to be revealed. Very sadly, it's just drawing the two convincing arguments here. Kind of rough. I mean, if Arakeen had been open, I guess I could have played it to there to draw, just to draw a card and then see. Ugh. It's a bummer. Oh, there was somebody watching the game, but they just left. I think it's just Diplomacy to Secrets and hope for something interesting. Although, man, I also kind of want to deploy. Like, I've got this Dreadnought just doing nothing here. Maybe I skip the Diplomacy. I send the Twisted Mentat and the Diplomacy to Carthag just to go for this. I could still get beaten by like a Hardy Warriors. And the thing is, I would actually not recall my agent with that play. Oh, this is a brutal. Oh, you know what? I forgot I can actually graft convincing arguments, right? For some reason, I forgot I could do that. Okay, well... Huh, I wish I had one more Solari I could go to Mentat then. Right. So I could go to Siege Tabor, and then I could get to Hardy Warriors, maybe. It's kind of weird, though. I'm also tempted to just keep my Persuasion and see what comes up there. I want that water either way. I cannot recall the agent. Leader goes to secrets. So my options with the diplomacy are wealth or fold space or hardy warriors. This card was way worse than a reconnaissance this round. Way worse. It's just unfortunate to just have the convincing arguments with it. I mean, it's luck. It's luck of the draw, which was harsh. Diz dissecting away his daggers. That's the second dagger he's discarded, turning it into a specimen. The problem is if I don't hardy warriors, there's maybe a chance that Friachi does here. I haven't been keeping track of how many fold spaces are there. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And that should be good enough, I feel. I mean, there's 2 intrigue cards there. Let's do that. I'm not going to throw in any more. I'm not even sure if I could, but that's what I've put in. If I happen to win, influence will go, well, maybe it could go with Freeman. I don't know. Because even the thing is, no, I can't fight Sanglusion for this alliance. I can't fight Leto for this alliance. Like I was thinking, maybe I can go Freeman. And then, you know, fold space or Thufir. I'm going first next round. I could take the alliance. But, you know, against Leto, that's a suicide mission. Because he's already set up on the shipping track. So he'd just be ready to, you know, signet ring and leapfrog me and lock that alliance up. So that can't be it. Unless I get a Freeman influence in one of these intrigue cards, then maybe. But even then, I'm not guaranteed to draw the fold space or the Thufir. There's a good chance I get at least one. This card is good, but it's a little bit late, maybe? Liet Kynes for Diz. If grafted with an Emperor Spacing Guild card, get a bump. Do I have any of those? I don't have any of those. I mean, it reveals for 2. You get a spice out of it. This guy might make more sense, though. Maybe even the Water Peddler at the same time. High priority travel. Probably not. I'm nowhere on this, right? So maybe that guy ends up getting me a victory point someday. So we'll take him. And we'll take the Water Peddler because it's water. It's nice to have water. You know, there's going to be 4 spice sitting here for my next round, potentially. I don't know that that's going to be the first move I make, but it could be. I mean, shipping, it's going to be my chance to get to shipping this round as well. So there's that to consider. We'll see what I get. Maybe I get, you know their ways and a bribery, and I can just like chunk up here and steal it. That would be amusing. Another atomics gets used, so I still have mine. Okay, there's Leto with his shifting allegiances. How much did he reveal for? Oh, bypass protocol? What does he want? Shifting allegiances. Okay. He revealed for 2. No, 6. Wait, what? What am I missing? I don't know. Something weird happened. What did he get there? Truthsayer. Tleilaxu puppet. What is this? Gain 1 during your reveal. Or end game. Oh, it's an end game. Okay, well, I don't think I'm going to make that research. Private army. Yeah, I think it's just Bene Gesserit here. Okay, Dreadnought. Let's go here. I could have taken control of Arakeen from Friachi, but I'd rather potentially get Spice than the Solari, I think. Okay, so it's my first action here. So do I want Spice? Do I want shipping? Where am I here? It would be a decent time to trash if I want to do that. Alternatively, I could just go like that to try to get some progress there. Although I kind of need the specimens to feed to my Tleilaxu surgeon. This guy is like, yeah, is a dud this game. Oh, man. The spice could feed this, which could get me this. Just give up shipping. Ugh. No, I'm not giving up shipping. We'll get spice there. We'll take the troops here. We'll move up. Do I dare with the Bene Gesserit? Or do I just go with Emperor? I'm going to go with the Bene Gesserit. We'll see if I can make that happen. And we go here to here. We trash... trash a dagger out of hand. Okay. Even though I might want my daggers this round. That's what I... Oh, I should have trashed the water peddler. God damn it. I didn't see it in time. That would have been good. That would have been good. That would have been perfect. Well. If Leto has ring, he could... I mean, Leto's going to be a complete menace. Between the ring and the shifting allegiances. What is this, a test of humanity? But between the ring and the shifting allegiances, like... It's going to be very hard to, you know, hang on to any alliances here. Okay. Honestly, I'm not even sure. Maybe I discard this. Maybe that sword is more relevant to me. Nah, we'll discard this. This guy might get played to a city. Yeah, not trashing that water peddlers there was really unfortunate, but it happened, so who knows? Maybe that water peddler will give me a crucial water later. But it's gonna have to be 2 water to make it worth it. Was that the ring? No. Wait, what? He went to wealth. Oh, he played an expedite. I see. Okay, boosted the Freeman there. It's gonna be pretty tough for me to get to the end of this track, I feel. I mean, I guess maybe, given that, I should have done this. Well, that's the way I'm gonna go now, I guess. But, I don't know, it's tough because I also need the specimens for this guy to try to go on this track, which I'm, you know, completely nowhere on. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. It's easy to split focus. It's very easy to split focus in this game in general, but especially when you add in Ix and Immortality, it's very easy to have like a little bit of everything and then it adding up to kind of nothing. I'm still so sad about this twisted mentat. Maybe I should have trashed a convincing argument just to teach it a lesson, but no, it should have been the water peddler for sure. He's getting good use out of that dissecting kit. I mean, the mentat is appealing, but I also like the 3 spice. If I I'm also kind of tempted to Dreadnought again. Yeah, let me do that. Okay, that's probably going to be an intrigue, but we'll see. I'm going to not buy the wind traps. I want to keep my spice for the private army. Or maybe, no, selective breeding is gone. So Thufir perhaps goes to still suits to deploy. There's the Swordmaster for Elisa now. I mean, this is honestly not even like that great for me because I feel like, you know, my alliances are going to get ripped off. I mean, Thufir doesn't have to go to a space here. Like, going to still suits gets 2 water, which is good. But otherwise, I can't deploy with him. Drawing a card is not exactly great here. So it could just be organ merchants to a city. And even though I kind of would like the 1 Solari. Well, no, it's okay. I'm going to be fed more Solari anyway. It would be nice to get a bit more research into the deck with this guy, but again, I've just got like too much stuff. Too much stuff. This 3 spice is so tempting. It's just I can't get a good deploy with that, but I think I'm still going to do it. See what it gets me. Again, I can use the private army potentially. But I think I wanted spice. We'll get another intrigue card out of Thufir. If this had been that other card, I'd be at 3. It would be 3 persuasion instead, so I'd be at 5 persuasion, which is whatever. Okay, Hayliner from Elisa. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, Friachi. This is a Friachi game here with that chair dog long reach thing. I mean, it was going to be tough. We all knew it was going to be tough. It's not over. It feels kind of over. Okay. Well, the private army is not going to do anything. The dreadnoughts have not been accomplishing too much for me. Perhaps should have been mentating instead. This alliance is not going to happen. It is. This alliance is really not going to happen. What do we get? Thufir, refocus. No. Do I blow up the row looking for In the Shadows? No. This game is feeling pretty toast. What was that? Quid pro quo on top of everything else? Yeah, just setting the standard way too high here for Friachi. So the bar now is you must get all 4 alliances. Otherwise, I mean, was it really a good game? Jesus. Sanglutin getting into this conflict? What's happening here? Oh, there's that master tactician we knew about. Fine. I'm not gonna burn the private army on this. Okay. Take the Bene Gesserit alliance. Move up for Freeman, maybe, or you could probably do that later. Just reinforce these ones, yeah. Ooh. Well, there's a bunch more spice there available for somebody. Economic supremacy. Thufir comes back again. I'm one short of Hayliner. I mean, we'll see. Probably somebody's going to go to Great Flat. Otherwise, like, I could go to Great Flat and then Hayliner. And I'd have enough spice left over for an extra point there. I guess this guy could get me the extra Solari for the other point. Theoretically. Okay, but Diz actually has 7 spice. So that could be... yeah. Diz is set up for Hayliner right now. So I don't even have that going for me. Oh. Oh boy. I mean, what do? Just send these 2 to the Emperor spots to get 1 point? I mean, I've got to fight for the 2nd place point, I guess. Do I do this just for the hell of it? Is there any point in researching? Oh, man. This board is just like a nothing for me this game. I'm never gonna get here. Everybody has used atomics except for me. There just hasn't really been a good time to do it, I feel. I have a high council seat, but I don't really have good persuasion in the deck. Like, I have some, but it's not great. Okay, well... So the reason I did the 1 and 1 was to protect against Test of Humanity. So I have the option of losing a troop instead of discarding a card in case for some reason I want to do that. I don't think it really matters. In the Test of Humanity's in the discard pile anyway, so whatever. But I mean, I'll be visiting another combat space one way or another, so I can still get the other Dreadnought in. Leto hits selective breeding. I guess if I go to wealth and reveal this guy, that will also be 6 persuasion. I mean, 6 Solari. So I'm not going to be able to use that guy. I hate those animated icons so much. So Diz going for, I guess, the second place point here. Perhaps did not have a card to get to Hayliner or has other plans. He does have his Memo Quarters point. So Diz, I mean, look, I'm the one who's way behind on points. Everybody else is still relatively even. I mean, I'm hoping to catch up a bit here. Okay, if I play the Thufir, maybe I can get a Spice Must Flow this round as well. But what's going to happen is I'm going to draw the Water Peddlers. Because I do have this, and I have this. So maybe I can get Spice Must Flow here. You know, alternatively, I can play the Tleilaxu Surgeon. I can't use the ability, unfortunately. I'm 1 specimen short. Like, it would be very helpful for me to be able to trigger that, but I can't. Because that would get me in striking distance, kind of that point. I have the private army here, but I don't want to actually spend spice. So, yeah, I could send the surgeon here instead, keep Thufir back for the reveal, for the extra entry card, and then just burn, you know, whichever one I don't want. But if I want to get its Spice Must Flow, the card draw on Thufir plus the persuasion here is probably better. And then I maybe even have a chance to use this to lose troops to get specimens. If I think I can get away with it. I mean, it looks like I probably can get away with it. So we'll see. I just know not trashing that Water Peddler is going to come back to bite me. It was the perfect... It was... Anyways. It's over. I can also blow atomics, but honestly, there's nothing really... I don't think there's anything that I would take over a Spice Must Flow at this stage. Chom Directorship is a dead card. Quizlot's Haderach is kind of too late to matter. Jessica... whatever. It's really just spice must flow that I need. Where's the water peddlers? Okay, it's this thing. It's this thing once I've already used all my agents. This goddamn thing. Okay. Well, I mean, it's a sword. It's a specimen. It's something. I think I have to burn both of these to try to get a spice must flow. And if I can do that, it's a 4-point round, assuming I can still win this. Leto, with the shifting allegiances, can snatch the guild alliance from Elisa here. So that's a great play by Sang Luton. What was the grafted card? Okay, he also draws a card. Yeah, okay. So that gives us a bit more time. Shifting Allegiances already was a great card, but with shipping, it's a lot better. Wait, what happened here? Diz? What the hell, man? What the hell? How did he do that? What did he do? Arrakis liaison to Siege Tabor. Training drones. God damn it. Maybe that sword will make the difference. I don't like that at all. I definitely cannot do that. Definitely cannot do that. Is there a reason to do this now? Does the Scarab get me to another intrigue card? Yes. So I think I have to do that to try to get a combat intrigue right now. Oh wait, no, I can do this. Wait, no. No. I thought that was the other thing. Oh, okay. Well, I don't have an alliance. So, unfortunately, that's not going to do it. What I needed is like an ambush or something. Because I don't want to spend this spice to win this. What is going to happen? Diz has 2 intrigue cards. So I have to think there's like at least an ambush in there, if not a private army or something. Maybe he's just really going for second place. Cannon turrets. Ah, you son of a... I still have to do it because I can at least buy a point, but that hurts. Well, I mean, it's still 2 points, but it's a very expensive 2 points. I would have been a lot happier with 3 points, believe it or not. Dreadnought control. We'll go here again. We'll buy a point. Really wanted to buy 2 points. Grand Vision. Is that the most useless conflict? I guess there's some crazy chance someone could make something. There's the water peddler. What does research do for me? Pretty much nothing. Selective breeding. I mean, I could selective breeding and trash the water peddlers. But again, it would have been better to trash something in the discard pile instead. It's probably still better to do that because then I can discard this to a test of humanity. Signet ring, what would that do for me? Nothing really. I mean, I do still need this emperor point. So research station snatched by Diz. I think I have to go to selective breeding. Although it sucks, but at least I draw this, which can draw me another card. You know, getting this point now, I need to get it, but it doesn't help me really. So this also gets me an intrigue card, so we're gonna do this. You know, I could get really lucky somehow. Well. I wonder if I even just discard the Spice Must Flow. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. This is not... I don't know what I needed, to be honest. I guess plans within plans would be 1 point for me. If I can, I'll go to Mentat. Failing that, I'll go to Arakeen. Failing that, I need to draw something that can get... Yeah, I need Thufir or Surgeon to get me to wealth here, and I'd like to get another Spice Must Flow. Okay, Diz can't go to Mentat, so that's something. Are we gonna go to another round? This is a completely dead card. Okay, there's the Surgeon. which, you know, I can't I can't get the scarabs for the victory point. I don't have the specimens. And this water peddler is going to cost me a spice must flow because, well, maybe I can get the dagger to tech negotiation. I'm going to be short. Yeah, it was a really costly mistake. I was just kind of running out of time. I had a lot of cards to look at. I didn't remember that I had the water peddlers. I was looking for daggers. They were in my hand. I just saw a bunch of like stuff. I was like, oh no. But anyway, the point is not, I mean, a little bit of this is just me like kind of tilting and like, you know, thinking about it and like, oh, why did I do it? Why did I do it? But part of it is to just kind of highlight how every decision makes a difference in this game. Every little decision can change the entire game. So now, because I have the water peddler in my hand, I have to try to send dagger to tech negotiation to get a spice must flow. Whereas, you know, if not for that, maybe I could have played something else. I could have sent a signet ring to Carthag, tried to get a good intrigue. Maybe not also, but you never know. You just never know. I mean, the hands I would have drawn would be different as well if that wasn't in there, being shuffled and everything. So it's impossible to say what the state of things would be. But it all matters. What do we got? No techs, Sonic Snoopers, Memo Quarters, Sleeper Must Awaken. Okay. And a Spice Must Flow. So, yeah, unfortunately, I have to just do this. And I'm not going to buy wind traps. There's no point using the secret forces. Take another spice must flow. Again, there's really no point in me blowing up the road. There's nothing I could get that I would take over a spice must flow here. Looks like Friachi is going to win this conflict, so just able to lock up that Emperor Alliance. Get an intrigue card. I mean, it was kind of important to win because if Diz ended up winning that, then maybe Diz could have taken that alliance. And we are going to another round, the final round probably. I mean, I can hit Hayliner here. Maybe the Secret Forces comes in handy. The experimentation. What does that do? Could get me a spice. Do I need the spice? That's 4. Actually, I do need that spice. That's 4, 5 I have. Although, well, I don't remember if Elisa has another fold space available to go to Hayliner. The diplomacy is in the discard pile, but I have no idea. The long reach is in hand. That's about all I know. I mean, I have to try. That's the only thing I can even do right now. Other than just like you know, I try to get a spice must flow. Is there any reason to use the Twisted Mentat? I actually think there is not. Because I'm not really drawing cards here. Look at Sang Luton with 21 Solari. That's too funny. I'm going to do this, though. I think I might as well. Although, actually... Hold on. If I don't do it... No. So, does Friachi have a card to get to Hayliner? No. Or at least decides not to. Okay, so Thufir can get to Hayliner. And then I can still play Reconnaissance and Organ Merchants, which I don't know if that even matters, but, you know, the Persuasion wasn't going to matter. The Specimen wasn't going to matter. So... Is there any hope that I win this game right now? If I can win this, I get to 11. Diz is already at 11 because of the memo quarters. Does anybody else have an endgame tech? No. I don't have an alliance for this, sadly. I don't know if I could draw anything that'd be interesting. I wonder if I'll regret using that. There wasn't really much point. But there could have been. I mean, I don't know. I think either way, it probably doesn't make a difference. I mean, it's one sword. That's one thing. I don't think I'm going to get to the Persuasion. I mean, I have to win this conflict. Convincing argument. Okay. Reconnaissance. I mean, it's either going to try to go to, you know, Siege Tab or Carthag obviously would be my primary preference to try to get an intrigue card that might do something. You know, Plans Within Plans would be worth 1 victory point. If I could get a War Chest or the other one that is the same thing, potentially, you know, I could get a point out of that. Diz will beat me on Spice tiebreakers, though. If I get this and get to 11, and Diz doesn't have any more points, but he probably also buys a Spice Must Flow. So it's looking actually kind of good for Diz. Come on. Oh, okay, yeah. Friachi sees it's good for Diz, I guess. Recognizes that I'm not much of a threat. Gets a spice must flow, gets an intrigue card. So just the reveal from Friachi with a bunch of spice to back it up. I think Diz is going to get to 12. We'll see if Friachi has anything for endgame intrigues. That one spice there was critical. It's interesting, these different ways you can go and how these little things, you know, there's one Solari like halfway down the track and it's like, really? But sometimes that one Solari can make a difference. One spice? I mean, obviously one spice is more likely to make a difference than one Solari. But it's interesting. Please let me win this conflict. And when I say let me, I don't mean like, please players allow me to win. I mean like, you know, it's like a prayer. It's, I hope I win this conflict. Carthag is gone. Well, it's just this, I guess. Or did I pick up spice, actually? Maybe I pick up spice. For potential tiebreakering. I think so. And I'll even take the Solari. They're going to think I have a war chest here. I don't. But just in case we end up tied with Spice, it's possible I could end up tied with Spice with Diz. But again, I'm sure he's going to get to 12 and it's not going to matter. And Friachi's got more Spice than me anyway. So it's basically me versus Sanglutin for 4th place right now. And so maybe it was a mistake not to go to Siege Tabor for the one troop. I went to Great Flat twice this round. So maybe the Twisted Mentat ends up helping me out there. That's hilarious. I've never gone to Great Flat twice in one round, I don't think. All right, secrets for Sanglutin, digging for... I mean, he's got 4 intrigue cards. Could he possibly have enough firepower to wreck me here? That would be sad, but... if he does, he does. There's nothing I can do about it. He gets another intrigue card here. How did he do that? Was that just the bump he got from the Truth Stare that he just triggered last? I guess that's it. There wasn't like a tech worth getting, eh? No. I mean, who knows what endgame Sanglutin might have in here. Maybe it's like completely toast. he could have like 4 endgame points there. He could have plans within plans for 2. He could have some of those Solari victory points. So there could definitely be endgame points on Leto. I've got a feeling that there are. So, and if there aren't, he's gonna find them. And there's a spice must flow. So I have a pretty sad feeling about my result in this game here. There's the spice must flow for Diz. So he's going to end at least 12. Who knows what he has for an intrigue card there. For my final act, we'll blow up the Imperium row with the final atomics of the game. And let's see what happens. Let's see. Oh, we got to wait for the AI Friachi to time out. Yeah, this is unfortunate here. Friachi had to go, but like didn't actually quit the game. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. So, I've got a very strong feeling I'm 4th. Yeah, so there were indeed end game points on Sanglutin, and he takes the win. And I indeed do get 4th, losing on the spice tiebreaker to Friachi. 12-12, 11-11. I mean, it was close at the end. It was close. It tightened up. So we'll have to watch Sanglutin's point of view on that game to figure out, you know, whether he had both of those end games or if he found them with the Sonic Snoopers. But oh, what a game. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. Great game to all the players here, Friachi, Sanglutin, Diz. Unfortunately, Friachi, even though having that incredible combo, was not able to take that game. I mean, it's something I've seen a couple times recently where, I mean, in one of my games recently, I had like an incredibly strong deck with like crazy cards, and I had like 2 Tleilaxu Masters. it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to close things out. You know, very strong, but not strong enough. So anyway, that's going to do it. Make sure to watch the other players' point of views of the game, St. Luton and Diz. I'm sure we'll both have their videos up, so I'll put the links in the video description here. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to follow on Twitch, twitch.tv/bludgeon. Don't forget to join the Discord, which is in the description below. And don't forget, if you want more, to click the join button and become a member of the channel for stream VODs and exclusive Members Monday videos, which are exclusive videos that come out on Mondays just for members. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.